So the range for cot inverse x is nothing but 0 less than y less than pi. If theta is equal to pi 180 degree, then the projection of AB will be BA. The question paper has 5 parts A, B, C, D, E. Answer all the parts. This is very important point. First part and second part must be answered continuously in the first 2 pages of the answer sheet. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of Mathematics Model Question Paper Discussion. I am Mr. Niranjan, Faculty, Department of Mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Today in this session I am going to discuss regarding the very important thing, that is second PUC model question paper. So this time the question paper has been changed. So you are going to start with the MCQs and the fill in the blanks. So let us see how the model paper. So the blueprint for this 2022-23 will be second PUC mathematics. Maximum marks is 100 and 3 hours 15 minutes. So the contents here, as you know, the relations and functions, inverse trigonometric matrices chapters. Here the number of teaching hours 11, 8 and in part A you are going to get MCQ questions as well as very short answer, and in part B that is 2 marker questions, that is very short answer questions, and 3 mark questions short answer. Then part D long answer question and essay type questions for 6 marks and long answer question even for 4 marks. So in relations and functions you are going to expect one MCQ and one mark question and 2 marks 1 question, 3 marks 1 question, 5 marks 1 question. So totally you will get 12 marks from part relations and functions. In inverse trigonometric functions, so one mark question, one MCQ will be there, 2 marks 2 questions and 1 3 marks question. So you will expect 8 marks from this. Matrices only, one MCQ will be there and 1 3 marks question, 1 5 marks question, and totally 9 marks. So in first chapter, second chapter, third chapter you will have one MCQ, whereas in first chapter you will have a short answer question for 1 marks. Now similarly in determinants, so 1 mark question, one MCQ will be there in determinants, again one short answer question, and again one part B, that is 2 marker question. This is 2 marks question, 2 marker, 3 marker, 5 marks, 6 marks and 4 marker. One 4 marker question, that is from properties of a determinant. Even in continuity also you will have one 4 mark questions, that is finding the value of k. So in continuity and differentiability, one MCQ, one short answer question, 2 marks 2 questions, 3 marks 2 questions, 5 marks 1 question and one 4 mark question. Whereas in application of derivatives you will have no MCQ, only 1 mark question, 2 marks 1 question, 3 mark 1 question and 5 marks 1 question, totally 11 marks. So whereas in integrals you will have one MCQ, one 1 mark question and then 2 marks 2 questions, 3 marks 2 question, one 5 marks question, one 6 marks question, that is properties of integrals. Now application of integrals, in application integrals you don't have any questions related to MCQ, fill in the blanks or 1 mark. Straight away you will go for 3 marks questions, 5 marks questions, so totally 8 marks. So here you will expect the areas. Now whereas in differential equations you don't have MCQ, only 1 mark 1 question, then 2 mark 1 question, 3 mark 1 question, 5 marks, 11 marks. And whereas in vector algebra you have MCQ, one mark question, 2 marks 2 questions and 3 marks 2 questions, totally 12 marks from vector algebra. Now move on to the next 3D dimensional geometry. In 3D geometry, so here it is 2 marker, 3 marker, 5 marks, 6 marks and 4 marker. So in 3D geometry you will have one MCQ, one mark question, 2 marks 1 question, again 3 marks 1 question, 5 mark 1 question, totally 12 marks. In linear programming, so you will have one MCQ and one 1 mark question, then one 6 marks question. So this time you will have an extra question in linear programming problem, that is one MCQ question will be there. Totally you will get 8 marks from this. And in probability you will have one MCQ and 1 mark question, one 2 marks, one 3 marks and one 5 marks. So totally 12 marks. So the question paper will be set for total 150 hours. That is, the number of MCQ questions are 10 and number of 1 mark and fill in the blanks are 10. 2 marks questions 14 2 marks questions, 3 marks 14 questions, 5 marks 10 questions, 6 marks 2 questions, 4 marks 2 questions. The paper will be for 160 marks. So in this 160 you are going to answer for 100. So 10 MCQs. So there are MCQ 10 and 1 mark questions, 1 mark plus fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks 10 marks. Then 2 marks 10 questions, that is 2 marks 9 questions. You are going to answer 9 from this. Again 9 questions from 3 markers, and out of 10 you are going to answer 5 questions for 5 marks and 1 question from part E and part E, and 6 marks and 4 marks. Now this is the distribution of marks. This is regarding the blueprint. Now here let me discuss in detail. Now the model question paper for this academic year 2022-23. So here just go through the instructions carefully. What is the important concept here is, just first read the question paper. Very important is the instructions. This is very important part. Instructions is very important for this academic year. Now because in the instruction, the question paper has 5 parts, A, B, C, D, E. Answer all the parts. This is very important point. The second point is very important point. That is, part A has 10 multiple choice question, 5 fill in the blanks and 5 very short answer questions of each marks. Now the very important concept is, part A should be answered continuously. Part A should be answered continuously on 1 or 2 pages of answer sheets. This is very important concept. So that is, the part A should be answered continuously and it should be answered in first 2 pages, page 1 and page 2 of the answer sheet only, and first answers will be considered for the marks in the subsection 1 and 2 of part A. The first answers will be considered in the subsection first and second for part A. Now use the graph sheets of the questions on linear programming for part A. So what is important here means, just answer the MCQ questions and fill in the blanks and 1 mark questions in first 2 pages of your answer booklet, right? And the answers for MCQ and the fill in the blanks must be continuous, right? And the first answer will be considered. Now move on to the questions. So the question paper contains part A. In part A, so you are going to answer 10 MCQ questions, and 10 MCQ questions are there. These are the questions we will discuss one by one. So 10 MCQ questions are there. And in part B, so in part 2, same part A, in part 2 we will have the fill in the blanks. So 5 fill in the blanks are given. So just fill the blanks using these answers. So here the answers also given. Fill the appropriate answers in this blank. Now that is 5 into 1, it contains 5 marks. 10 plus 5 is 15 marks. Whereas third part, so these first part and second part must be answered continuously in the first 2 pages of the answer sheet. Whereas if you go to the third one, so here answer the following questions. So here all 1 mark, very short answer questions. Each question carries 1 mark, no choice for this. Answer all the 5 questions. So this is how you will get 20 marks from this without any risk. Very easy to get 20 marks from this part. Now next part B. In part B, as usual, you will have 2 mark questions, 9 2 marks questions to be answered. Answer any 9 questions. So there are 9 questions like this. I mean 14 questions will be there. So you are going to answer 9 out of 4. 14. 9 into 2 is equal to 18 marks you will get for 2 markers. Similarly, if you come to part C, in part C, this is part B, right? And in part C, 14 questions are there. Each question carries 3 marks. How many questions you are going to answer? 9 questions. 9 out of 14. So 9 into 3 is, that is nothing but 27 marks. So these are 3 marker questions. Next, in part C, you will have 14 questions. From all chapters, you will get the questions for 3 marks. Next, part D. In part D, 5 marker questions. So 5 questions, you are going to answer any 5 questions. So you are going to answer 5 questions out of 10 questions. So this is very important, and this is the scoring part. 5 5s are 25. Another part D, this is part D, 5 marks questions. Again, part E, the last part. So in this you will have 159 and 60th question. In 59, the question is for 6 marks. 6 marks per question. Either it is from linear programming problem or from properties of definite integrals. And whereas in for 4 marks, you will get one question, that is for 4 marks, either from continuity and differentiability or from properties of determinants. This is for 4 marks. So totally 6 plus 4, you will get one full question, that is 10. This is also the scoring part. Part D and part E are the scoring parts. Now this is how the question paper will be set for a 2023 final examination, right? Let me now discuss the solutions for all the questions. Now let me start with the multiple choice question. Part A, answer all the multiple choice questions. The first question is the identity element for the binary operation star if A star B is equal to AB by 4 for all AB belongs to Q. Here you know what is the property for identity property? A star E is equal to A. What is given? A star B is equal to AB by 4 means A star E by 4 is equal to A. Just cancel A and E gets A and A gets cancelled. E is equal to 4. So what is the answer? B. The answer for this is B, and write the answer also. 4 is the identity element. What is the identity element? 4. Now move on to the next problem. If cot inverse of x is equal to y, then the range, what is the range for cot inverse x? So the range for cot inverse x is nothing but 0 less than y less than pi. So the range for this is 0 less than y less than pi is the range for cot inverse of x, right? Okay. For 2 cross 2 matrix Aij whose elements are given by Aij is equal to I by j, then A is equal to, very simple, you know, for 2 rows 2 column is nothing but A11, A12, A21, A22. Now just simplify this. I by j, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 2 by 1, 2 by 2. What is this equal to? 1 by 1 is 1, 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, 2 by 1 is 2, and then 2 by 2 is equal to 1. 1, 1 by 2, 2, 1. 1, 1 by 2, 2, 1. Option C. So the answer for this is C. That is nothing but 1, 1 by 2, 2, and 1 is the correct answer. Now move on to the next problem. So question number 4 is from determinant, 3 is from matrices, 4 is from determinant. Determinant 3x, x1 is equal to 3, 2, 4, 1. Then the value of x is equal to, these are all very important type problems. Now just find out the value of this determinant. 3 into 1 is 3 minus x into x is x square. 3 into 1 is 3 minus 4 into 2 is 8. Just transfer, that's it. So 3 minus 3 plus 8 is equal to x square. Minus 3 plus 3 gets cancelled. X square is equal to 8 means x is equal to root 8. Root of 8 can be written as, you cannot take 8 because it is root 8. So root 8 is nothing but plus or minus 2 root 2. The answer is plus or minus 2 root 2. So the correct answer for this is D, that is nothing but plus or minus 2 root 2 is the correct answer. Now move on to the next problem. So the left hand derivative of f of x is equal to mod x at x is equal to 0. What is given here? F of x is equal to mod x. The mod x is nothing but plus or minus x. That means this is plus x if x is greater than 0, if x is greater than or equal to 0, minus x if x is less than 0. Now the left hand derivative for this x is minus 1. So left hand derivative of x is equal to minus 1. The option is B, that is nothing but minus 1. B minus 1. Okay. Now move on to the next problem. The next problem is from integral. Integral e to the power of x into 1 over x minus 1 by x square. This can be written as integral e to the power of x into 1 over x plus minus 1 by x square. So this is of the form integral e power x into f of x plus f dash of x. Now what is the formula for integral f of x plus f dash x? Here f of x is equal to 1 by x. If you differentiate this, f dash of x is equal to minus 1 by x square. So the formula is e power x f of x plus c. That is nothing but e power x. What is f of x? 1 over x plus c. That means the answer is e power x 1 over x. So e power x 1 over x is nothing but, so this e power x plus c is the integrated answer. So this is the answer, option B, that is nothing but e power x by x plus c. This is. Now move on to the next problem. The projection of the vector AB on the direct line segment if an angle theta is equal to pi. See, 0, vector AB, length, vector BA and unit vector. The projection of AB when theta is equal to pi will be, what is the answer? So the projection of this will be vector BA. BA is the answer for this. So C, that is nothing but vector BA. So if theta is equal to pi 180 degree, then the projection of AB will be BA. Next, the equation of xy plane. In xy plane, z coordinate is 0, that is z is equal to 0. The option for this is D, that is z is equal to 0. Okay. Now, what is the problem given? The corner points of the feasible region determined by the following system of linear inequalities. 2x plus y is less than 10, x plus 3y less than 15 are 0, 0, 5, 0, 3, 4 and 0, 5. Let z is equal to ax plus by. What is given here? Z is equal to ax plus by, where a comma b greater than 0, conditions on a and b so that the maximum of z occurs at both the points. What are the points? 3, 4 and 0, 5. Just substitute here, that's all. So just ax plus by is equal to ax plus by. Right, put x is equal to 3, 4 here. So if you put x is equal to 3, then this is 3a, and y is equal to 4, this is 4b, is equal to x is equal to 0, this is 0, plus b is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5b. So what you will get? 3a is equal to 5b minus 4b. 3a is equal to b is equal to 3a. Option is D. So the correct answer is D. B is equal to 3a. That's it. Next, if probability of A is 1 by 2, probability of B is 0, then probability of A by B is, see here, probability of A by B is always equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. Whatever may be in the numerator, probability of B is 0. If 0 is in the denominator, means infinity, that is not defined. So this is not defined, that means not defined. The option for this is C, not defined. That's it. So these are 10 objective questions, MCQ questions. These questions must be answered continuously on the first and second paper. Now move on to the second part of this part, A. So fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate answers from those given in the brackets. So answers are given 5 by 2, 1 by 36, 1 by 3, 0, 2. Now let us come to the first problem. For a square matrix A, in the matrix equation Ax is equal to B, if determinant of A is equal to 0, then adjoint of B is not equal to 0. C, then there exists A dash. C, for Ax is equal to B, if determinant of A is equal to 0 and adjoint of A into B is not equal to 0, then, so if Ax is equal to B means x is equal to A inverse into B. What is the formula for inverse? 1 over A into adjoint, 1 over determinant of into adjoint. This is equal to 0, then does not exist. If this is 0 means, what happens? So if determinant of A is equal to 0 means there is no solution. There exists 0 solution. The answer for this is 0 solution. There is no solution. Next, second one. The order of the differential equation. So this is the differential equation. So the order for this differential equation is 2. This is a second order differential equation. The order is 2. Next, sum of the intercepts cut by the plane. So what is the equation given? 2x plus y minus z is equal to 5. Divide by 5. If you divide by 5, 2x by 5 plus y by 5 minus z divided by 5 is equal to 5 by 5 is 1. Bring this to the denominator. This can bring us 5 by 2 plus y by 5 plus z divided by minus 1 is equal to 1. You know what is the formula for intersects? X by a plus y by b plus z by c is equal to 1. A is equal to 5 by 2. B is equal to 5. C is equal to minus 5. Sum of the intercepts a plus b plus c, that is 5 by 2 plus 5 minus 5. Minus 5 plus 5 gets cancelled. The answer is 5 by 2. Sum of the intercepts are nothing but 5 by 2. So here you can write 5 divided by 2. Where is the option? We have 5 by 2. So 3 options are gone. So what is left over is 1 by 3 and 1 by 36. The slope of the normal to the curve y is equal to 2x square minus 3 sin x at x is equal to 0. Differentiate this. Dy by dx is equal to differentiation of x square is 2x, 2 into 2 is 4x minus differentiation of sin x is cos x. Now put dy by dx at x is equal to 0 is the slope. So this is nothing but 4 into 0 minus 3 into cos 0. 0 minus 3 into sin 0, 0, cos 0 is 1, that's equal to minus 3. M is equal to minus 3. This is the slope. Slope of the normal. So therefore the slope of normal is equal to, slope of normal capital M is equal to minus 1 by M. That is minus 1 by minus 3 is 1 by 3. So the answer for this is 1 by 3. So 1 over 3 is the answer for this, 1 by 3. And what is left over is, straight away you can put 1 over 36 for the next problem. The probability of obtaining an even prime number on each die when a pair of dice are rolled. So if a pair of dice are rolled, you will get 6 into 6 is equal to 36. What is the probability of obtaining an even prime numbers? That is nothing but 1 by 36. That's it. This is how we are going to solve the fill in the blanks. Right. Now move on to the 1 mark questions. Now answer the following questions. Each question carries 1 mark, very short answer questions. So define a bijective function. A function f of x, a function f of x is said to be bijective function. Bijective function if f is both 1 1 and onto, 1 1 and onto. So a function f of x is said to be bijective function if it is both 1 1 and onto. That's it. Now next, find the derivative of the function secant of, so d by dx of secant of tan root x. Now this is function of a function. Now differentiation of secant x is secant x into tan x, tan of tan root x into d by dx of inside function, that is tan root x. Followed. So this is secant x. Differentiation of secant x is secant x tan x, secant tan root x, tan of tan root x into tan root x derivative. So this is secant of tan root x into tan of tan root x into differentiation of tan is secant square root x into differentiation of root x is 1 over 2 root x. This is the answer. This is the lengthiest answer, right? Secant x differentiation is secant x tan x. Differentiation of tan x is secant square x into differentiation of root x is 1 over 2 root x. Hope you followed. Now move on to the next problem. Define the feasible solution in a linear programming problem. So you may expect one definition from LPP. Define feasible solution. Points within and on the boundary of the feasible region represents the feasible solution of the constraint. So the feasible region is nothing but points within and on the boundary, within and on the boundary of the feasible region. So this is the feasible region. If this is the feasible region, the points on and boundary, right, the points within and on the boundary of the feasible region is called the feasible solution of the constraints. Next, integrate integral of 1 minus sin x by cos square x. Now, this question is from integration. So, 1 minus sin x divided by cos square x dx. Now, term by term division. 1 by cos square x minus sin x divided by cos square x dx. Now, this can be written as 1 over cos square is secant square x, divide it, sin x divided by cos x into 1 by cos x dx. So, integral of secant square x minus sin by cos x is tan x, 1 by cos x is secant x into dx. Now, integral of secant square x is tan x. You know what is derivative of tan? Secant square. Integration of secant x tan x is secant x plus c. That's all. So, integral of secant square x is tan x minus integration of tan x secant x is secant x plus c, because differentiation of tan x is secant square x, differentiation of secant x is secant x tan x. That's it. Very simple. Now, move on to the last problem in this question, that is define the negative of a vector from vectors. So, a vector having same magnitude but opposite in direction is called the negative of a vector. That's it. So, a vector whose magnitude is same as that of the given vector, but the direction is opposite to that of it is called the negative of the vector. So, for example, if AB is the vector, then the negative of this vector is BA and it is nothing but minus AB. That is, if A to B is the vector, then BA is called the negative of vector and it is denoted as BA is equal to minus AB. That means, a vector whose magnitude is same as that of a given vector, but the direction is opposite to that of the given vector is called the negative of a vector. These are few questions in part A, that is MCQ questions, fill in the blanks questions and a very short answer questions. So, 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20 marks. So, easily you will score 20 marks from this part. Okay. Now, that's all regarding our today's session. Let us meet with the different concept, that is different type of problems, 2 marker questions, 3 marker questions in the next session. Don't miss the class, attend the class. Just in the next session, I am going to solve 2 marker and 3 marker questions. That's all regarding today's session. Thank you very much.